that while Homo sapiens uses fire, we could have survived without it if we had to. The implication here is that cooking serves little biological importance. A more modern amendment to evolutionary theory, called the cooking hypothesis, claims that humans are adapted to eating cooked food, and that it is this diet that has shaped the entire course of human history, our body and our mind. The story goes, 2.6 million years ago, somewhere in Ethiopia, the genus Homo erectus evolved from other tool-using pre-humans for one fundamental reason. We learned how to cook. Today, we are well aware of the benefits of cooking food. It reduces spoilage by eliminating foodborne toxins. It creates rich and delicious tastes. It facilitates community and cooperation. And it allows us to open, cut, mash, and digest tough items that would otherwise have been inedible. Back in the mists of prehistory, however, none of these advantages was nearly as important as the simple fact that cooking increases the amount of energy our bodies can obtain from food. The first cooks enjoyed tremendous biological advantage. They survived their unforgiving environments more readily and reproduced more efficiently. They spent less time chewing and digesting raw food, freeing up the energy to evolve larger brains. The first cooks were hominids that chewed less and thought more. It is not tool-making that makes us human, not memory, judgment, or any of the faculties of the mind. In the words of James Boswell, no beast is a cook, and the history of human evolution and civilization is a culinary creation. Homo erectus tamed nature with fire, and it is cooking that made us truly human. Fellow classmates, Jim and Eleanor, members of the board, faculty, instructors, family, and friends. We are here today to acknowledge each other's accomplishments, both as cooks and as students of gastronomy. Whether by accident or by design, we found ourselves at an institution that values both in equal measure. Our curriculum has emphasized not only the practical nuts and bolts of cookery, but also the social, historical, and political context of our trade. We did not all start out wanting to be cooks. Collectively, our career ambitions have included accountant, private investigator, glass blower, crossing guard, computer software engineer, movie score composer, astronaut, marine biologist, piano teacher, philosopher, draftsman, poet, and hand model. Several of us were aspiring cartoonists and illustrators, and even more of us wanted to be actors. Regardless of our wildly diverging paths, we've each come to this calling and have made a life for ourselves in the kitchen, taking our place in the long tradition of cooks that have, since the discovery of fire, shaped humanity. We are not like other people. We thrive in the searing heat, the maddening pace, the never-ending stress and melodrama, the low pay, lack of benefits, lack of equality, the cuts, the burns, the damage to mind, body, and spirit, the outlandish schedule, and disruption to personal life. Our industry is not for the faint of heart. It is for the passionate, the driven, the competitive, and the disciplined. As chefs, our fortunes are more subject to economic ebb and flow than most other professionals. The long-term success rate of independently owned restaurants is a terrible punchline to a cosmic joke. And yet, here we are, graduates of the finest culinary academy in Canada, ready to tackle the odds and begin shaping what and how people eat. Our interests range from haute cuisine to food trucks, from Michelin-starred temples to nearly anonymous holes in the wall. Our training at the Stratford Chef School leaves us uniquely well prepared to pursue whatever avenue we desire, both competently and confidently. We are furthermore well-equipped to respond to the harsh realities of our trade, as well as to grapple with pressing issues of food security, agricultural policy, sustainability, terroir, authenticity, and accessibility. Alice Waters once said, "How we eat can change the world." We are right to pin our humanity on cooks, not just in the evolutionary sense, but also in terms of our capacity as cooks to change the world and to bring people pleasure. It has been a privilege to learn how to cook here. Congratulations, class of 2012, on a job very well done.